Okay, this is part three. Is there anything you wish you could change about the job?
I wish I could change what's expected of us from the state. Like some of those assessments like I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
I think those aren't necessary. And I
Got.
wish I could change those and not have those in the job.
Mm-hmm. Anything like maybe paycheck or hours or anything like that?
Oh, obviously I would love to get an increase in my pay because I feel like I am underpaid. I think a lot of teachers think they're underpaid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for the amount of work that we do and just for the amount of, I guess, stuff we have to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
um, like parent wise and just a load of crap. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd say that.
Okay, awesome. And I guess what are some problems you encounter on a day-to-day or overall?
Just kid behaviors. Like a lot of kids are just um, not being told no, so I'm like the first person to tell them no, and that's an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Kids who don't have much structure, and they're getting structure with me, and that's an issue too. A lot of kids just not able to sit still. So yeah, and wanting to give up pretty easily because if it's easy, they'll do it, But if it requires them thinking and working, then they don't want to do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, awesome. So who do you work with? Is it a team or just you? And I guess you said Trisha.
Well, Trisha and I are our own classroom unit, but I work on a team of other kindergarten teachers. There's four other ones, so where there's five classrooms total in kindergarten at my school.
Got it. Is it possible to advance in this job?
Yeah, there's different options you can do. Sometimes you just want to stay a classroom teacher. Other people like to go into administration. It could be like a principal or a vice principal. Others like to become academic coaches where you help other teachers. Some might want to go on to being a college professor and teaching education.
Awesome. Okay. And what is the culture of your company? Or I guess just like,
The school.
yeah.
Well, the school is really trying to sell kindness. That's like kind of like our theme
Mm-hmm.
for the past 2 years because we got new administration when I started. Because apparently the last administration, they were very hostile and it was a very bad environment to work in. So this new administration is trying to come in and get it to feel like an elementary school again.
Yeah.
So I would say it's overall upbeat, and they definitely have our backs. I mean, I've got a fantastic principal and fantastic vice principal.
Awesome. Awesome. What are the biggest challenges facing the company right now? Or I guess like schools, I guess even all across America, like what are some challenges that you as a teacher face or like students individually?
Okay, so biggest challenges, definitely mad parents. That's a big thing. Parents just expecting just ridiculous requests for their students, and it's really hard for them, like, and especially in kindergarten, because we're the first ones to tell them bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, your child is behind, or I see this, this, and this I think we need to work on. And obviously they're shell shocked, some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really hard to deal with because they end up hating you, but then eventually they hear it enough and they, like with other teachers, and they realize, oh, okay, so maybe my kindergarten teacher had a point. But,
Mm-hmm.
there's some hostility there sometimes. Other challenges, just lack of money, just funding.
Yeah.
Um, I would love, obviously, like I said, like a new boombox, radio kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no money in the budget for that, so when that one breaks, I'm all out of listening center. There's no more. Um, and another challenge, let's see, just trying to keep up with all the stuff that the state's making us do, all the assessments, and making sure we cover all the standards on time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it.
Awesome. What aspect of this job was a surprise to you?
Well, I did my student teaching, so I guess when I was student teaching, I was just honestly, I was just surprised at how much you have to repeat yourself.
Oh, that's
Like,
funny.
yeah, like when you think, okay, I'll repeat it once or twice, like you end up repeating yourself sometimes like 10, 11 times, and they
Wow.
still don't get it. And like having to constantly do the same thing over and over again so that they understand. Like we have a lot of routines, like you know. So yeah, just basically how you have to repeat yourself. And then I'll say this also: you can get upset with your students and like frustrated and
Mhm.
like, okay, everyone put their head down. We're taking a minute to cool off, and they still love you. Like, you can get upset with them and like discipline them. I guess discipline is a better word. You can discipline them, but they still have all this love for you, and that
Aw,
was surprising to me. And that's a great surprise.
that's sweet. That's a good one. One second, let me write that. All the love that students have. Okay. What are okay, if this makes sense. Are there any like principles that you personally have to carry out this job?
Um,
I know that
that
sounds a lot
yeah,
like.
no, I've got one. I've got one. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Everyone is capable of learning.
Gotcha.
It may not be at the same rate as everyone else. Like, I've got one kid who we're just trying to get her to learn her name and write it on a piece of paper.
Mhm. Wow.
Yep.
That's
And
crazy.
this is like our 8th week of school. So, like, but she's capable of learning, and we have to constantly remind ourselves of that.
All right. That is interesting to me. Um, okay, how do you handle children that are misbehaving?
I like to talk with the student
Mhm.
and say, how could we have made better choices? Um, and talk with it, but talks only go so far. So I like to talk with the parents as well. Either call them, write a note home, that way we're on the same page. And for some of my real behaviors,
Mhm.
I do a behavior chart where I send it home every day, and I fill out each subject area with a smiley face or a frowny face about how they did.
Oh, interesting. That sounds cool. How do you handle children that are in very different educational levels? Or I meant to like ability levels.
Right, right. So what I do is I figure out where they are first. So we have to assess them, figure out where they are, and then I group them based on their ability. Um, and then I tailor the work for what they need. So, like, they might get like either more questions or harder questions. Like, to give you like a quick example, like I have some kids that are working on 3-letter words like dog or cat.
Mhm.
I've got other kids that are just working on beginning sounds, and I have some kids that are working on letter recognition. So, like, yeah.
Mhm. Gotcha. Gotcha. How do you create your lessons plans and activities?
I like to look on Pinterest, Teachers Pay Teachers, or TPT. Um, I talk with my teammates about what to do. I look back at what my mentor teacher did, Mrs. Brooks, who I student taught with,
Mhm.
and what I think is best and what my kids need. So it's kind of like a combination. Like, I kind of just like pick from the best
Mhm.
and create what I view as the best.
Yeah. Okay, just a few more questions and I think we'll be good. How do you handle unhappy parents?
Well, the first thing to do is to have a meeting and kind of air out the problem and see how that problem can get resolved.
Mhm.
If a lot of times that's all you need. Other times they're really still mad or upset, and you need to go talk with the principal with them too. And then things usually seem to work themselves out.
Mhm.
Um, and sometimes you'll just have the parent that just unenrolls their child. I didn't have it, but it happened earlier this year to another teacher where her mom was just not having any of it. And her mom just pulled her out of school.
Awesome. Or that's not awesome, but okay, noted. um, what do parents do that make your job difficult?
They think their child has more abilities than they actually do.
Mhm.
They don't realize that their child is different at home than they are at school. Those kids are themselves around their families. And then when they get into a classroom, there are so many other personalities and so many other kids that they're not necessarily themselves. So they might not be as outgoing or as talkative, and want to share that information.
Mhm.
So sometimes you have to dig a little bit.
Yeah.
Other times you're just telling the parents bad news.
Mm.
and they don't want to hear it, and they think you're at fault, and they think that they can do your job better when they don't have an education background.
Mm.
So yeah.
Thinking they know better. Got it. Who do you directly report to?
My administration. So this year I'm reporting to my principal because she's doing my observations and my walkthroughs. And last year my vice principal did my walkthrough, so I kind of reported to him more. But you can go to either or.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are acceptable to go to.
Awesome. And then just the last one, is there any additional elements that would be helpful for us to know about this position?
I get sick a lot because I'm around so many germs.
All right.
As you know. It's a very emotionally exhausting job. Like, you're just drained because you have to be on for like 7 hours a day, right?
Mm.
Like, even if you're going through a hard time, your kids can't know that. So it's basically you're having to act sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be really emotionally draining. And there are still so many accidents. Like, not so much now, but my goodness, the first month and a half of school, I mean, everyone was going to the bathroom on themselves. It was terrible.
Ugh.
And that's one thing you just don't realize, because in order to be in kindergarten, you're supposed to be potty trained.
Yeah.
And some of them just really have a hard time, you know.
Gross. Gross.
So yeah, so that's basically it.
Yeah, well, that was it, B. Thank you so much. Okay, B, stay on the line. Pausing video.